Hey everyone,
Hello.
this is Mario.
And I'm Bridget.
And together we are
in the Upper Story. We're here to share stories and shenanigans and would love to hear from some of you.
And if you like our program, you want to learn more about us, hit the subscribe button down below.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hit the alarm button because you'll get updated when and pinged whenever we get our new videos out.
That's right.
Usually Friday afternoons around noon Pacific time. We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bridget,
Yes.
in today's riveting episode
Yes.
of our second part mini-series of our wedding, that's a long-winded title. What exactly we're going to cover?
We are talking about what actually transpired on our COVID
So
wedding day.
Not the exciting, what we desired, what ifs, but actually the reality of what happened.
No. What you want is never, ever what you get.
Yeah, there's songs about that, I think.
Yeah.
So stand by, and we'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. And no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, Bridge.
Yes.
Our part 2 of our mini-series.
Yes.
Of the actual, in real life wedding
COVID wedding.
during time of COVID.
Dun, dun, dun.
I want you to tell us the story of what happened.
Yeah.
What were you going through that day?
Yeah.
Because I'll share a little bit about myself.
Okay.
But what actually happened? What was going on in your mind?
Okay. So, first of all, I woke up at the Claremont Hotel. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Claremont Hotel is in Berkeley, California. It's actually straddles Oakland and Berkeley. And it's a really old, beautiful old hotel that, it's been a kind of a destination for the last 100 years.
Yeah.
So really cool. When you land in the East Bay or in San Francisco, you see it. It's nestled in the hillsides, and it's a big white building.
Yep. So I had woken up after a full night of sleep. Who does that the night before their wedding? Not this girl. But no, I did actually. It was so cool. So I jumped out of bed and
Now you're staying at the Claremont a
I
couple
am.
of nights. That was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Because we were already at the house.
yes.
And, not a whole lot of backstory, but a little bit for your reference.
Yeah.
Bridget's parents, mom and dad, were staying at her apartment.
Yeah.
And Bridget came into the house here, moved in with me and my family, my mom and my brother live in the house. And so we just wanted to have a little bit of separation time. So Bridget wanted to go to the Claremont Hotel, and I said, that's a good place for you to go stay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that I could get a good night's sleep.
Meanwhile, I was on the couch, but that's a different story.
Yeah. So I jumped out of bed. You will remember from our last episode that we were in the midst of one of California's worst firestorms ever, and
Dun, dun,
the air
dun.
quality was horrible. So I was really concerned about having an outdoor backyard wedding. Jumped out of bed and I ripped the curtains open, and it was the
As clear as it can be.
clearest,
It was as
bluest
blue
skies.
as your baby blue eyes.
Oh my gosh, it was a dream. I was so relieved.
Prayers answered.
Yes. So little things that I remember. I had to pay for my makeup artist Sam, who was amazing, to come in the night before.
Information on the screen.
Yep, due to changes in the event location, because we were no longer doing the event in our vineyard location. She did an amazing job, but I'm sure it was scary for her, as it was for me, because my mask was off, and there were no vaccines yet. So my wedding party got ready in my room, which was just exactly like all the movies. It was people running
What
around.
kind of
and-
movies? Because
Oh,
I've got
gosh.
ideas of movies. But
There were pillow fights, and there were rollers and curlers and braziers everywhere. Yeah.
sounds like my kind of party.
Yeah. No, it wasn't any of that. But Corey did my hair, my mom's hair, and her hair.
Corey.
Poor Corey. She's the best.
Thanks, Corey.
Great job, Cor.
Best friend.
Yep. Karen did my mom's makeup, and my mom looked and felt so beautiful that day. So thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
some of the getting to know you family moments. I remember Erica and Carla walking in just as I was stepping into my wedding dress. So I had my birthday
butt booty
suit
naked
on. So getting to know you. You're welcome, you guys. Olivia and Jill helped me into my dress. Also the best. And Turner made the floral arrangements with a mix of both paper and real flowers. Like, who does that?
Amazing people.
For the entire wedding party and for my bouquet, which was just unheard of. It was amazing. Jimmy made boutonnieres for Mario and all of his groomsmen. That was awesome. And Amy made a Pinterest-worthy cake that looked
Delicious.
as good as it tasted.
Delicious cake.
It was fantastic. Betsy and Justin from Essence Photography showed up at the hotel around
Information on
2
the screen.
o'clock. Yeah, they were absolutely just the most professional. They had gone out of their way. We had to make this into something that it wasn't, and they just really worked with us. They were fantastic.
Amazing how everybody played this major role and made this happen, even during a tough time. I mean, everybody was under the stress of the what could be. And it's not easy to be in that space, but everybody pulled through and. I mean, really made it a special event, obviously, for us and for those who participated.
Yeah. I remember the first look. I wanted to do a first look with Dad, who expectedly was a gigantic crybaby. That was really, really fun. Daddy. And my first look with Mario, that was the only time that I felt nervous the entire day. I felt so calm, and I was just so happy with, I just let everything else go.
Did you not want to take me back after that? Put me back after the first look where you're like, no, I won't take this one.
I think I'll keep you around for a little while longer. I remember Olivia driving me back to the house while force feeding me applesauce and Belvita cookies because I hadn't
like a
really
baby.
eaten. Even though the ladies had put together this huge spread of food in the room, it was so good and they were amazing. A little aside with our little Popeye, when I arrived, normally Popeye always jumps up on everybody when he greets them, and that day he came out of the house when I walked up in my wedding dress, and he just kind of wagged his little butt, but he never jumped up on me. I think he could just tell that something, the energy was different.
It was a smart dog.
And then when I was waiting, sitting on the stairs for the groomsmen party to walk down the aisle after they had taken their shots, ahead of the bridesmaids party, I was the last person in the house that was just kind of sitting on the stairs, and Popeye came down and he just sat with me for a few minutes, gave me a little kiss, and he proceeded to walk down the aisle between the groomsmen party and the bridesmaids
He made
party.
it in the wedding.
Yeah.
And his little tux, built-in tux and a little bow tie that we gave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very memorable and special time. My day was almost exactly the same. A lot of brassieres and nakedness and
Makeup artists.
Hair and makeup. No, I think Friday night or my brothers were visiting, those who were coming out of town, family were coming out of town. We were all staying in the house, which that was fun. I got to hang out with my brothers and family that we hadn't been together in a while. So I had a little bro time, and we had some drinks, and then we hung out, and it was great. It was a great little bonding time with those who can make it. Saturday morning, I'm an audio guy. I love setting up sound systems and whatnot, and play music, and that's a story for another time. But I was setting up the PA for not only the mass but also for music and DJing. I had my nephews were all the designated DJs and production team.
So cool.
We had set up a Zoom call. It was pretty much last minute, but we had set up a couple of cameras, 2 or 3 cameras, so people could join in because we were going to have a Zoom wedding as well.
Yeah.
There was everyone who we invited, lots of friends and family. I couldn't make it out, so we wanted to have them there at least in some sort of presence. And so they were awesome. Everybody who made it out there, thank you.
Yeah.
We're at our Zoom wedding. And so that's one of the reasons why we had to set this PA. So that morning, setting up all the speakers, all the PA, setting up some tables, and the chairs I think were already set up. But, you know, I decided to take it easy. I actually got a pretty good night's sleep, I think. And, you know, just hanging out with the guys, watching some whatever was on TV that morning, Saturday morning. I don't know, it was October, so it may have been like baseball, late season baseball or something. And, you know, it was just a little bit of bro time. I had some prayer time, some meditation time, which I try to do on a regular.
Yeah.
And just getting ready for this major day.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to thank all my nephews, by the way, for being that production team. I didn't thank them
And
already.
for Carla, our
Carla as well,
junior bridesmaid,
Yep.
and for Ethan.
He was our ring
Ring
bearer
bearer.
who dropped the ring before the graded part of the deck. So luckily, thank goodness, we put them back together.
Good
Great
job.
So we are now in full wedding time action on that Saturday.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have the ceremony. Father Stephen rocks, as we've been saying. And then, you know, we have a small event afterwards. We have a small party. And Kathy, thank you for staying on board on the
Yes.
Zoom. You were there all evening partying, apparently, from a distance from Chicago. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. And so we were just grateful. You know,
Yeah.
We had everybody there physically.
What kind of food did we have?
emotionally. So we had Indian food. Of all the
It was
foods, we never
so
thought we were going to
good.
have Indian food.
I know.
So grateful to Umberto and family to have set that up for us.
Yeah.
Ernesto for setting up also
Yes.
the PA, getting up a lot of other additional components. Martin,
Yes.
obviously, for the house,
Yes.
and Mom
Yep.
for all the parts here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was not what we expected. I guess that's what we're kind of trying to get to here.
No.
The wedding was not what we planned, not in a vineyard, not the multitudes, not the types of meal that we were going to have.
Not the pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, not the DJs and all that stuff. But we got to set up our own music list.
Yeah.
We had to play the songs we
Brian sang Ave
wanted.
Maria.
Ave Maria.
That's
awesome.
how everybody knows him.
Yep. He's the
Legend.
the legend.
Gene spoke.
Gene read, and he did a great job.
We got to meet Tia, his future wife.
So we're doing all the shout outs today.
I know.
So we were just so grateful. So we thank God for this beautiful wedding that we had. We thank all our friends and family for this beautiful wedding that we had.
Yes.
It was COVID. It still is COVID.
Yeah.
But we're not in that severe time. And I don't know. Bridge, I think it was a beautiful wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding. My last shout out will be to Michelle and Glenn.
Oh,
and, the fact that I will now say sweaty balls to Michelle. That's for you. You're welcome.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. But we had people come from, far and near, and everybody just kind of made it happen.
Yep.
And it was awesome. It was really, really such a
Super
great day.
memorable. Lots of photos. Tio Tonio did all the video,
Yeah.
raw video footage.
Yeah. It was awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So the last thing, or we will give you a little bit of unsolicited advice that we received beforehand. This will be another episode, but we were told by, I think it was Carlos and Jill, that we should
Cousins.
take an immediate mini moon, if you will, right after the wedding.
Get out of Dodge.
Get out of Dodge. Don't do the big one, but just do something to get away. And
Sure enough,
oh my gosh,
we went to
we went.
Puerto Vallarta.
That's
PV.
right. We will talk about that on another episode. But
I'll show you a video of the
yeah,
honeymoon too.
it was
Bridge?
no.
It was a great time.
You don't want to see that.
Highly
video.
recommend for you to get away as soon as you can after a wedding, even if it's a short one, and then do your big vacation later. We still haven't done our honeymoon, so we have to do our big honeymoon later.
Yes.
But anyway, a long story today, 2-part series.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're still here with listening and watching our stories.
COVID weddings.
For every word COVID, you should be taking a shot. I think that should be the game. Anytime you said COVID, you're drinking. It's a
I like
drinking
it.
game.
Yes.
So that wraps up another episode of In
the Upper Story. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time on
In the Upper Story.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Suffering itself. And no heart has ever suffered when when he goes in search of his